welcome to Sasha and Goff Live Recorded.
I'm Sasha.
And I'm Goff, and this week we're talking about our top and bottom three bald people.
Bald people. I was going to wear a bald cap. I totally forgot.
I was going to just shave my head, actually. I was going to bick it. Now, with this one, though, there's people who, like, we know as always being bald, and then people who are now bald. Like, so did you have any stipulations
Further
here?
Explain.
Well, like a Woody Harrelson, who used to have hair.
Okay. What about someone who shaves their head regularly?
I think that counts. If you put it, like, if you have... See, actually, now that you said that, I think I have one who's more of a one, but we're going to count it.
All right. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's fair. If you want to make that your lifestyle choice, then you're considered bald.
Cool. And if you want to give us your top three bald people, send it in. We'll read them next week. Got a couple other socials to go over. We have a TikTok page now.
What?
Now there's nothing on it. I have done... Yeah. Oh, yeah, we should do, like, some kind of...
I don't know any of them.
I don't understand TikTok yet. Joni kept telling me, she's like, it's more fun than Instagram. She's a teacher, though, and I think it's more geared towards, like, a younger audience. So it's all about just making videos, I believe, like, on the cuff. Like, just right...
On the cuff or off the cuff?
Off the cuff. There you go, off the cuff. I think I used it wrong right before we started recording, too. I think I said on the cuff. Yeah. Doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, we have a TikTok. So if you do have a TikTok account, I highly doubt anyone listening to this show does. Follow us, Sasha and Goff Live Recorded. It's a long name, but...
have you ever had a TikTok before this?
No. So that's why we don't... Our account, we have an account, that's it. We have no posts. I don't know what to do yet. I don't know if it's just...
I think you just post our old stuff that we posted on Instagram. Let it fly.
Oh,
or at least maybe the ones that have, like, viewers.
Views, yeah. Because I also finally just did Threads as well, which is just basically a branch off of Instagram. So that one's easy because you can literally just click, share it to this too.
All right, give away all our information.
We are meta... to the end. You could also call us. We have a phone number. You can call, leave messages, leave text messages, 727-266-6469. You'll be talking to Sasha.
Hey, what are you wearing? ASL. You remember ASL?
American Sign Language?
No.
I think it's still a thing.
Age, sex, location.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, what's that thing called? Backslash?
Hyphen?
Yeah.
No, not hyphen.
Backslash. I think it's a backslash.
Parentheses.
All right. Well, we also got merch, SashaandGoffMerch.com. Thanks again to anyone that is buying our merch. As Sasha keeps coining it, the cheapest merch in podcasting history we'll say. Of all time.
I checked.
Yeah.
And the new amateur fireworks enthusiast shirt is up, whether you want it in the middle of the shirt or the pocket. I got to make some better designs. I got to get something better.
That one's great, though, and I think I am going to buy a shirt probably next week. I was telling you before, it's been a little tough with the money
we have to,
for the last couple months, but yeah.
Oh, take some of this.
I should.
Yeah.
I should. Actually, I'll buy a t-shirt with that.
So I used AI to come up with this logo. I'm embarrassed to say that. It's not the way that we should do this. I think AI is more dangerous than nuclear weapons, but that's for a different podcast. Yeah. I used AI and I said, hey, can you make me a dumb-looking guy with a thing that says amateur fireworks enthusiast under it? And they made me.
They really did.
I gave no input except give me a dumb guy that looks like he would, like, hurt himself with fireworks.
Yeah.
It was me. Like,
it was.
Very similar.
It was great. Yeah.
A cartoon version, obviously, but it did come up okay. Except he had a bandage on his hand, and they wouldn't let me take a limb off because it's like too dangerous or whatever. I don't know. AI is crazy.
It's awesome though. The design, and like I said, that's what I'm gonna buy again at Sasha and Merch. Sasha and Goff Merch. SashaandMerchGoff.com.
Now I do have my own merch page for separate stuff.
Did you start that?
I did.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna buy SashaandMerch.com.
SashaandMerch.com.
Cut the Goff out.
Damn. All right. Sasha.Merch.Goff.
Can you do a .gov?
You could.
That would
probably
be pretty awesome.
There's like a .Sarah Morris.
What is that?
That's a Sarah Lawrence College. I don't know. It was something from Parks and Rec.
Oh,
I don't know. But
okay.
I think everything can have their own domain now, so I think Goff can as well.
I heard there's a country that bought, years ago, they bought a bunch of like .ai domains, and it was like before AI was a thing, and now all these AI companies want to buy it, and this country is like number one export is these things. Like they're selling them for millions and millions of dollars, and now they have electricity for their island or whatever.
Sweet.
How about it?
Good deal. A couple weeks ago, we got a message from our dear friend Dogan talking about a new Jack in the Box in the area. I found it. Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah. It's gaudy as hell. It's like bright purple. It's over in Carroll Stream where the Arby's used to be.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's right there, and you can't miss it. Like I said, it's an ugly building, but it's not open yet, so I haven't tried it. And speaking of Dogan, and what I think might be a new segment on our show, it's Dogan Enlightens Us, and it's because he keeps messaging me on Instagram saying, I think the podcast needs to know this. This week, it's that Slice is back, the beverage.
I saw. I almost purchased it, but I feel like it's like a probiotic soda.
They've made it a healthy soda now.
Get out of here.
So they have rebranded. It's still Pepsi, I believe. Like that's the or no. Suja or something. It's like Joni knew it. I can't remember the name of it. It's like an energy drink or whatever, but they've bought
ruined
Slice.
So they've ruined Slice.
So now it's another healthy soda. So Dogan, I'm actually almost pissed at you for that one.
Yeah, thumbs down to that one.
Thumbs down
Dogan,
to Slice.
Thumbs up to bringing us information.
Yes.
Thumbs down to Slice for doing this. This is like, I hate this thing. When companies now, they just like buy songs like that used to be popular. They'll buy like "We Will Rock You," but it'll be like a sock company, and they'll be like "We Will Sock You," and you're like, you're ruining a song. I heard this the other day for that song "My Neck and My Back."
Okay. Yeah. It was
now it's like a cream commercial or something.
Because like the first time I heard that, I was like, "What the fuck?"
That was a dirty song.
A very dirty song
that they have now ruined.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. Slice has done.
Yeah.
What was a great drink, purple sugar soda.
I like the orange one. That was my jam.
Okay.
The orange Slice.
Yeah.
You know what else is funny? Speaking of like cover songs, the pharmaceutical commercials that are on like everything now, like Tremfy, all those. When you hear their cover versions of songs, it's just amazing. It's so good. Like, to a landslide. And just the weird ass songs that are playing during those anyway.
It's really demoralizing to hear that those bands sold their music to companies that just do whatever they want. It's just like sad. Makes me sad.
But you always wonder though. It's like
I'm happy for the
like who was the one that was like, we're dumping all of our money into a cover of that song.
Yeah.
And it's but anyway, so it's been a couple weeks since we recorded. Sorry to everyone for taking last week off.
Yeah, that's on me. I have to come out here and I have to say, guys, that was my fault. It's actually not my fault. It's my dog's fault.
I don't think it's your fault. Yeah.
It's my dog's
Kelly.
fault.
I think Kelly and Megan are just conspiring to keep me out of the house. So next week she's going to be sick.
Well, it's not a conspiracy with Megan. She
tells
you to leave
it's out there.
on
it's
a regular basis.
Throws things at me on the way in.
No, but so this summer has been a disaster if you're my dog. Because my dog had surgery like the week of its 10th birthday. And so then it was recovering for almost a month. And then now it's been sick since last Thursday. And so last Thursday started throwing, we came home, there's like vomit everywhere. Oh, you've been to my house today. How's the vomit and poo?
It's not a bad smell, but there's a smell. Obviously I can tell you guys have been treating the house.
Yeah, the's like a Febreze in this room. There's
but
a
it's not like I walked in like,
puke.
oh god.
It's been bad. Our couch is disgusting. We're getting a new couch at some point. So she's been really bad, and on Sunday, this past Sunday, she was like stretching and walking, which is not a good sign for dogs. Like it means like there's something bothering them and whatever. And then she wasn't hungry, which is also a big sign. Like she's
for any dog.
Yeah, normally loves food. So on Sunday we're like, great, our vet's closed. Now we have to take her to a hospital.
Yeah.
And we don't have a hospital for her. She's an aggressive dog, whatever. So we take her to this place. It's brand new. We told them 100 times she's flagged at the other place. We told so many people there.
Wow.
We're like, she's flagged at the other place. She's aggressive. That's why she's got the muzzle.
Now, does flagged mean like literally just be unaware, or she's not allowed?
Like they are aware when she comes that she is a dangerous.
Gotcha.
And not dangerous is the wrong thing. Like she's not dangerous, but she'll bite.
Yeah.
And so like our vet, who they're great with her, they all have to be at the top of their game when she comes. Our vet, she's okay with, and the vet's assistant, she's fantastic. and she really takes care of our dog. She's like the only person. She holds Callie, like the only person that Callie lets hold her besides us. She doesn't even let us hold.
Crazy.
So we go to this ER, and whatever, we take her there, and they do all this stuff, and they're asking us questions, and we're like, yeah, the muzzle, and she's obviously like nervous and blah blah blah. We take her. They take her in back. They go, we're gonna do blood tests. Okay, do the blood test. We're gonna do X-ray. Okay, do the X-ray. Like all this stuff. It's gonna be a hefty fee Sunday or whatever. Yeah. So they do the blood work. The blood work comes back and it's fine. Then doctor comes into the room and he goes, we had an incident. Callie broke skin on somebody, and not a big deal, but like you don't have to worry about like legal stuff.
Is he saying this stuff
like this?
That's great. That's really reassuring.
So he's like,
use the word legal.
He's like, legally that you don't have to worry about it, unless of course she dies within the next 10 days. In which case, like even then probably. And we're sitting there going, now we're getting sued and our dog is gonna die. Like this is what the guy came in and told us. This is the guy who's in charge, the doctor, not an assistant, the doctor.
Okay.
So he comes in and tells us that. And then he leaves the room, and Megan's like, I don't understand what he just said. Because also, I didn't know how rabies worked.
Yeah.
Right? So what he was talking about was rabies.
Okay.
So if a dog has rabies, and the dog bites Goff, you will potentially have rabies.
Potentially. I might already have them.
The dog will die of rabies, probably within 10 days.
Okay.
Because the rabies, messes the dog up even more,
right.
Mentally, they get crazy. Yeah. That's why they get vicious and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
However, we had no clue about this stuff, and so he's like, "Yeah, your dog might die, and if he does die, then potentially there's some lawsuit stuff. But don't, he didn't say it that way, but that's how we felt hearing it.
But this is all if your dog has rabies.
Yeah, and so then he leaves, and he was kind of like, it's not a concern. Don't worry about it. But this is weird news to get.
Oh, yeah.
So then he leaves, and then he comes back, and he goes, hey, it's actually worse than I thought. And so here's what I want to do. The paperwork, we have to do paperwork now, because it is worse. She got the person really good, apparently, and so now we have to fill out paperwork, send it to the state. You guys take this piece of paperwork that was attached to our paperwork, and in 10 days you have to go to another doctor, and they have to clear your dog of not having rabies. And they're like, sorry. They're taking responsibility. Yeah. They're like, we messed up. And we're like, what happened? And they go, one of the girls thought that the dog was having breathing difficulties, which a muzzle is like this, and my dog's going. Zoom in if you do, because it's just that noise, like a tongue sticking out, flapping in the wind. And so this girl, who, by the way, we warned them, warned so many people, she took the muzzle off and she got bit. Yeah. And then they told us, they were like, it's our fault. She never should have taken the muzzle off. You guys told us that. And by the way, my dog is still sick at this point. So this is just worse. Things have gotten worse now. And then they're like, so for the X-ray, she's not gonna let us do the X-ray because she's wound up now. She's in a cage. The people are yelling at her. She was not in a good spot.
So you guys can't go back there with them?
Well, that's what we're saying. Wouldn't that be the first thing?
Especially if this is a quote flagged dog.
Exactly.
Damn.
So we were furious about that, and Megan was, to Megan's credit, she was like, I'm not comfortable being here anymore.
She said that to them?
Yeah.
Nice.
And she's like, so we're not going to do the X-ray. They wanted to sedate her to do the X-ray because she wouldn't sit still for the X-ray.
Yeah.
And Megan's like, we're going to take her to our place, whatever, don't do anything. Yeah. And so they gave her liquids, and we were on our way after whatever. You had to pay and all that stuff. So that was messed up to the point where you lose money, and this potentially your dog's gonna die within 10 days, and then also you still have the problem is not solved. By the way, the doctor then left, and another lady came in, and she kind of soothed everything.
Okay.
And she was kind of your dog doesn't have rabies, if your dog bit me right now, I wouldn't be. I know that your dog is aggressive.
Yeah.
Like that. It's not rabies aggressive. It's just aggressive. So she came in and she's like, and we're not suing anybody. There's workman's comp that covers this stuff. So she kind of came in, but
well, that's good.
Yeah,
I think HR came through.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that was crazy at the end, and the whole like 10 days thing was really like it was pretty like intense at the time. It was just like, what is happening? Oh, and so Megan checks the rabies vaccine like in the portal of our whatever.
Yeah.
And she checks the thing, and she's due for her rabies vaccine in a month.
Oh.
And it's like an every 3 years thing. And we're like, well, does it like wean off? And now she potentially has it? Or, so like that's like in our mind. And they're like, no, don't worry. She's fine, everything. Okay. So they said she's fine. Our vet, which we ended up taking her to our vet to do x-rays, and they had no problems. They didn't have to sedate her. Wow. She sat there perfectly for them. Shout out April. Is that her name? I'm forgetting now.
Let's say yes.
But yeah, so they took care of her, and then more medicine, and she's hopefully on the mend because we're going on vacation. It's our anniversary this week.
And she's going with you, right?
And she's going with us, and it's like a 3-hour car trip, and I'm borrowing my parents' car, so if she pukes, it's like their problem.
Nice.
But yeah, so
I was going to say something else, but I don't know if you got confetti to throw at me today.
Oh, maybe.
Okay, I'll wait.
So yeah, so that's why last week's episode, because this all happened on Sunday, and then I was like, I don't want to make jokes. Like I wasn't feeling it that day, and then the next day, she was still a mess. It was just like, let's take the week off, and so I apologize to you. I know you don't care. I know you're more like, dude, handle your business, and we'll come back to this. So that
well, even when you texted, you're like, we could record separately, or you could do an episode, and it's like this is different. Like now, I feel like it's got to be. I mean, I'm, like at least for right now, it's like I don't think I'm the one that people tune in to listen to. So
that's why I listen. No one listens at all anyway. Yeah, this is for me and you, and this is our what's it called? Glamour Project? What's the
Vanity
word?
Project.
Vanity Project. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, speaking of dogs, sorry, I'm glad Callie's at least on the mend.
Yeah,
now.
Sorry that took so long.
No, that's all right. I was just gonna say, speaking of dogs, you guys got to meet mine.
Yes.
Last weekend, we finally had you and Megan over. We got to our worlds collided.
Yeah.
Our wives only fought a little bit, mostly about politics and race.
Mostly race.
Yeah. No, but honestly, it was awesome having you guys over. We had a lot of fun. Good dinner. Megan's cheesecake was awesome. That was completely obliterated. Probably, like, I think the night before or after you guys left. I don't even think it made it to the next morning.
She doesn't even leave some here for me.
Yeah.
That's why I had like 6 at your house.
Hell yeah.
Because I was like, well, there's none left for me at home.
Yeah.
So she counted. You know, she counted.
Yeah. But, yeah, you seemed a little bit nervous coming over. Was that because of the dog, or are you just trying to reacclimate, just leaving the house? Because I'm that way, too, to be honest. And it's funny because when you guys are coming over, it's the whole day. It's just like, man, I hope they're not bored. And it's like, should we have, like, board games out? What should we do? And it's like, funny. You know, we don't drink, so it's like there's not going to be that social, you know, like, that's not going to spice things up. But, no, I mean, like, I think it was awesome. You know, I got to complain to you guys about my neighbors on both sides, and
I would say that I'm an introvert in general, but you know, once I start talking to people, I'm good.
Well, you had to meet my kids too, and I know you're not around the kids all that often.
Joni, I obviously know Joni, but it's not.
I haven't seen her since my brother's birthday,
in the backyard
5 years ago or whatever that was. Yeah,
and before that, probably my wedding.
Yep.
And before that, probably
or Fox and Hound.
Yeah. So like, it's not like we see each other often and whatever. So I was nervous because, like, if I talk to you and I make jokes, you're just like, you turn red, but you accept them. But it's like talking to normal people is different.
To normal people.
Yeah. I mean that not in like a negative way towards you.
I get it.
But I don't mean it in a positive way either.
No.
I just mean like, you know, like if you go and you're talking to somebody who doesn't know who you are. You're I am kind of on edge because I don't want to be like, and then this and then this.
Yeah.
And right in there. And then they're like, what's going on? You know.
Why'd you invite this guy over?
So I'm a little bit nervous with that. And then, like, you know, we have never been invited to anyone's home before. So that's another thing. We'd like to be invited again. So, like, try and be on best behavior. It was awesome. Did you have a good time?
I did. Okay? I really did. When you guys started like packing up to leave, it was like, oh, like,
well,
it's
and
only 8:30. But actually, it should have been like, it's already 8:30.
Dude, that was like a hard part. Is like we don't want to leave early.
Yeah.
Because we don't want it to be like, okay, well we got to get out of here. But we also don't want to stay late.
Yeah.
And then you guys are like, well, the kids are sleeping.
Then I was just about to bust out Mario Kart.
Yeah. That would have been fun.
No, you know, and then back to my dog Lucy, who was just on like her best behavior, because I've been telling you and Megan, like, pretty much ever since we started recording, you know, we've been comparing dogs and everything, and Lucy is afraid of everything, and that's the big thing, is that she's always like, she's in defense mode. She's not trying to, like, when people come by, she might bark, but she's still gonna cower back. But you know, you guys were in the backyard. We're like, hey, you know, you guys wanted to meet her. That's another thing too. It's always going to be like, and we keep her on a short leash, you know, just in case. But yeah, I mean, she's eventually by the end jumping up on your guys' chairs, you know, like.
That was so funny. So like immediately, well, here's the big difference. Me and Megan are extremely laid back, and your family is not. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean you guys are like.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, we're intense.
No, not like I don't. It's not in a negative way whatsoever. It's just we're different styles.
Oh, well, I mean, just the
me
kids
and Megan went to
general,
dinner yesterday. I still haven't talked to her since then. Like we're just like relaxed and laid back. And you guys have a lot going on, and your kids are awesome. By the way,
thank you.
I was thinking like when I was a kid of their age or whatever. I was just like sitting in the corner, afraid to talk to anybody. Well, they're having conversations, they're having a good time. Joni's making dinner. By the way, the dinner was awesome. It was incredible. So like literally everything was awesome.
Good.
And that sucks because I wanted to come on here and I wanted to complain about stuff, but there's nothing to complain about. We had a great time, and we have to have you here once we get all the puke smell out and all that. Well,
we got my house. I was telling you yesterday. Yeah, Lucy's doing her anal glands bullshit. So I think she's. I don't know. She's been great. Like,
she's rubbing her anal glands on the ground and stuff.
Yeah, on the carpet.
Yeah, that's
all over the place. But she's actually been really good with car rides too, because every time she gets in the car, we're taking her to the kennel or to the to whatever. And we had to take her to the doctor this week because she's got an ear infection. So it wasn't to your extent, but yeah, still like. But I mean, great doctors, and like the good thing about Lucy is that. As long as we're in there with her, I mean, like, we don't have to worry. She's good enough. And, like, the doctor was great. I mean, she's, like, on the floor with her and everything. And that's one thing with, like, animal doctors. They're, like, a different breed. Wonderful humans, but you can tell it's, like, they definitely love animals way more than people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We had an original vet that turned into the vet that I have now, they switched over and gave us a different vet. And then occasionally when we go in, if he's not there, then we go back to her again. Okay. And we were having a conversation with her, and I was making like animal jokes, and you could tell she hasn't laughed since like 73 or something like that. But because they were animal jokes,
she's like, I needed this.
But she didn't know how to respond like as a human being, like to another human being. Yeah,
so weird. Yeah, no, the next day it was great. I could hear Sadie talking on the phone with one of her friends, and she's like, my parents had some of their friends over, and Lucy was just wonderful with them. Like, she was excited. And I was going to say, at one point when, like, I think me, Natalie, and Joni were all inside, and I look outside, and Sadie, like, leading a conversation with you two was just blowing my mind. Well, not like my kids are, like, they're, I mean, they're kind of, well, Sadie's kind of an introvert, but I was surprised. Yeah, she's just like,
They were both, like, hilarious. Fun. They were wrestling.
You brought them candy too, though.
That's
so that
true.
Was great. Yeah.
They were wrestling for a while, which was out of nowhere.
It's mostly a lot of that is probably them putting on a show and just being excited. Great. But that's funny actually. When we bought the house, it was like you don't want to look like a scumbag in front of the owner because you want to be considered to buy the house. They're like punching each other and they never fight. Like I said, Joni's just like, stop it. Like
no, you guys are a lot of fun. And thank you guys for having it. I don't have anything like funny to say because like you guys were like a great group of people.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it light. Like I told you that you were like, what should I wear? It's like, just wear what you wear. And I really had like a suit picked out. I was so close to wearing it, and it's like, You know, and then we wanted to make things awkward by like putting our hands out for prayer, you know, at dinner, you know, just stuff that.
I'd be ready for that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do my own prayer.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because it's my prayer. So like that doesn't make me nervous. But
or like making everyone recite their favorite Bible hymn.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Beautiful.
We'll do that next time.
Okay.
After Mario Kart.
Which Bible? Trump Bible or regular Bible?
We'll just combine them.
We'll
get an AI Bible.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
There's one point, by the way, Lucy, your dog, by the way, awesome dog.
She's on a diet too, by the way.
Megan
so
was
if she
petting
looked a
her.
little heavy. She's lost at least a half a pound.
She like walked right up and like her face was like up to my face. And if my dog does that, I'm going to slobber a big kiss on my dog's face. I don't care. Mwah, right there. And that's like what my body went to do. And then I was like, oh.
There was a pit bull in my face.
Yeah,
right now.
and so then I kind of like held back. And I was trying not to move, no sudden movements and stuff like that, just so that
I really don't think it would have gotten to that, except her maybe backing off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she would have like lunged or anything. I just think she was really curious, like, who the hell you guys were.
Yeah.
Like, so I think maybe that's what we need to start doing is introducing her to people just outside.
Yeah, we can't do that. As you came over today, Callie just lunged at you like a minute ago. She's like, "What's up, bitch?"
She probably thinks I'm the doctor.
Yeah.
This is the doctor. All right, so that was awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you guys came over. Megan, again, the cheesecake was wonderful. So let's get. Wow.
No,
you got more?
I got more.
Let's go. What else you got?
Everyone is dead.
Oh God.
Everyone died this week. We're the only people.
Yeah, jeez.
We are the only people left.
Yeah.
Seriously, I have this list that I wanted to talk about. We went from
it's been a couple weeks, so
of dinner to who's all dead. Number one in our hearts, Chuck Mangione, trumpeter, legend, king of the hill, Swick's favorite musical artist. Now they're together.
I don't know who this is.
Oh, he's fantastic. Chuck Mangione, Theo Huxtable, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Harry Tynowitz. How about this one?
Oh, I didn't know that.
A lot of people don't know Harry Tynowitz passed away. He was like 64.
He was one of the three guys that talks like this.
If you're a Chicago sports radio guy, he's been on Chicago sports radio for a long time and comedian in the area.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was in Risky Business.
Not either.
Actor. So yeah, like all kinds of random stuff. I used to listen to his show. That ESPN 1000 was Mac Yurko and Harry, and then Carmen Yurko and Harry. I actually won a trip to a Bulls game one time in the suite.
Nice.
Me and Megan went. They took us to Joe's Stone Crab, which is like a fancy whatever restaurant. I don't know if it's I think it's fancy.
Okay.
They had tablecloths and stuff. It was a cool restaurant. So we went there before the Bulls game, and then you got to hang out with like.
Nice.
Carmen Yurko and whatever. And then they took us to a suite at the Bulls game.
Nice.
And at the suite, like me and Megan were like we were at your house. We were just like sitting in seats, quiet, because we don't know how to talk to people. And Harry actually came up and like we were sitting in seats like for the game, and he sat on the stairs like next to me.
Oh, nice.
Trying to like, hey, what's going on? Like, what do you do? Because he's a schmoozer type, you know. And so I just thought that was cool. And I've always been a Harry fan. A lot of people think he was like annoying or maybe because he was like the fan part of the group. Yeah. They were like a fan, an ex-jock, and like a radio guy.
Well, that's like usually on TV it's like there's the play-by-play guy and then there's the one who's actually doing like, just like the color commentary. It's like just the entertaining one. Yeah. Which, real quick, before you expand on this, do you remember... years back when we met at Shark City when they were having the score remote, it was Jason Goff and Lawrence Holmes.
Yes.
I was trying to remember. I was about to say, I met the... Wait, you were at that.
Yeah, and I think our dear friend Giuseppe in Milan was probably...
I think K-Wall maybe. Giuseppe, I believe he was.
Yeah, because I'm not a big score guy.
Well, this was what, 15, 20 years ago?
Yeah, but I've never been a score guy.
Well, it was funny though, just because obviously my last name Goff and Jason Goff is a black man. Yeah. So when he came up to the table, it was great because my sister's like, our last name's Goff too, and we asked him to sign a picture for my dad because my dad was a big fan. It was just great. He was just like, "Hey, Uncle Steve, see you at the reunion."
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it was fantastic.
I like Jason Goff.
Yeah.
I was never a big score guy back in the day, so always ESPN for me.
Okay, sorry. Who else died?
No, but anyway, yeah. So Harry Tynowitz, that's another one. Ryan Sandberg, which if you're a Cubs fan, that's a big deal. One of the best Cubs probably ever.
That's not me. Like me being an anti-Cubs fan. It's not like I was like good. No, that
of
sucks.
course.
Man. He's a fucking Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, legend.
Yeah.
When I think of my youth as like knowing baseball, knowing the Cubs was like Ryan Sandberg, Andre Dawson, Sean
Mark
Dunston.
Grace. Yeah, I think my mind was blown too when I realized his name was Ryan.
Yeah, it
like,
took a while.
Ryan.
Even now, I'm still like Ryan Sandberg,
Ryan.
but I'm like, yeah. But yeah, definitely Chicago Cubs legend. Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne was a big one. They just did the concert, the last ever show, and then he was like, "Well, I got nothing else to do, I guess."
That's that was such a great cause too. Like the money, like we're because like, I guess a lot of that was, or if not all of it, was just that's wonderful.
For like kids or something,
and it was kind of like
rabies.
God. No, and it was almost like that. What was that? Live Aid? Remember when they because every band? I mean, these were big ass bands, and they got to play for like 18 minutes, 20 minutes, because they had they wanted it all in one day,
And there was some drama involved with some of the bands. Some of the bands wanted to be paid and stuff like that, and whatever. I mean. Business aside or whatever, it was a very interesting like 9-hour concert or whatever it was. Yeah. And like love Ozzy, love Black Sabbath, but they're one of those bands that it's like I probably haven't listened to in 15 years or something.
Can you off the top of your head, do you have a favorite Ozzy song?
No.
Okay.
I don't know enough. Black Sabbath or Ozzy or?
I guess either. I just Shot in the Dark I think is my favorite Ozzy song. Really terrible video, but great song.
No, I was like a casual Ozzy person.
Yeah, no, I didn't like put Ozzy on like CDs or anything, but that's a great song.
The show was great too, the Osbournes.
Yeah, it was.
Completely fantastic. So rest in peace, Ozzy. And then maybe the most controversial one, Hulk Hogan.
The
Hulkster, rest in peace or hell or whatever.
Yeah, it's funny because like Joni and I, it was both established. It's like the memories I had for him as a wrestler, like
this is something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Is when I talk about Michael Jackson, I go, I don't care. Michael Jackson, greatest musical artist of all time. Some of the best songs ever written. Amazing. Can I separate that from what's alleged towards him? And I believe for him, it's still alleged. It's whatever.
Yeah, no, he died before they were able to really.
There's people who, whatever, it doesn't matter. But so then I was thinking, because you have a Mount Rushmore, like I used to have a Mount Rushmore of my favorite professional wrestlers of all time. And as they get older and they remain alive and they continue to live in the way that they do.
Start falling off.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, now I like, I don't know, the guy from the Legion of Doom was good. Like
Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorites.
It's the old thing. I mean, it's been said a bunch of times, but it was like, well, Macho Man died at the right time because nobody knows something that happened after. Everybody was like, oh man, what a tragedy, the greatest. Meanwhile, Hulk Hogan, you have like the biggest liar in the world. MAGA stuff if you're into that. I used to have racism if you're into that.
If you're into that.
Sex tape if that's your thing. Hulk Hogan's sex tape.
Have you seen that video though, real quick, the one with the little
sex
kid?
Tape? Yeah.
No, not that
every
one.
day I watch that.
The one you filmed
every day I wake up and I'm like bam, 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 bam.
No, but the one with the little kid that goes into the autograph signing, and he's like, well, it's just like one of the greatest videos.
So that's an interesting one. It's like, I mean, obviously, I'm a big pro wrestling guy, and Hulk Hogan was probably the first pro wrestling person that I ever knew. Definitely got me into wrestling. Yeah. I mean, like, Hulk Hogan was it. And then as his life has gone on, I've kind of been... I even some wrestlers have come out saying, like, look, I'm in wrestling because of Hulk Hogan, but I hate the way that he's made some of my friend wrestlers feel, and I don't know how to process this, and that's like the most sane way to talk about it. I think there's a lot of people who are just like, F that guy forever, racist, piece of trash. I'm kind of in that boat, but at the same time I'm kind of like, can I separate this and say that the wrestling part at least was great, which it was.
Well, that's what like I said, that's really the only way for me. Otherwise, it was just like, oh, well, good riddance.
And by the way,
I hate to say that because, again, it's the same as you, man.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking
There's a point in my life where I would have been extremely sad.
Yeah, we would have tried to resurrect him.
I would have been, like, very disappointed and, like, sad. And I heard this and I was like, okay.
Yeah, because he was actually starting to get pretty bad at the end, though, right? Like, health-wise. I
don't know. Something happened recently. He had a surgery.
Yeah, he was, like, deteriorating.
But he was in WWE recently. They brought him out for, like, WrestleMania or some big show.
Not SummerSlam.
Maybe it was, like, the Raw after WrestleMania. No, that happened after he died. After he died.
Did that? Okay. Did that happen like within the last week or something?
I think tonight is SummerSlam.
Okay, all right.
Hulk Hogan is
maybe
dead.
A hologram.
Oh, he might come back.
Hologram.
Biggest wrestling angle.
I'm calling it right now. Hulk Hogan hologram. Triple H.
The last time he came back, he came out with Jimmy Hart.
That's
and
cool.
He got booed,
really,
like really bad, and you could see it on his face that because this was like right after the MAGA stuff where he tore off, and it was like ugh, whatever. But yeah, I did have a joke at one time that I think it was funny that like I grew up being like Hulk Hogan rules, he's the greatest of all time, and my parents are like, when are you gonna grow out of that? And now it's like old, and my parents are wearing red and yellow, and they're like, "This is the greatest."
Tearing the shirts off.
Oh yeah. Except it's not really true, so I don't like saying it. But
makes great podcast.
But it is a funny joke. So yeah, Hulk Hogan. I guess however you feel about Hulk Hogan, you know.
Now, should we rank these guys?
I considered doing a death ranking,
but we're running a little.
We're running late.
So.
Yeah.
All right. So well. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, like I said, since we missed last week, I feel like everything fell by the wayside. It was just like, oh yeah, a lot of people died.
Yeah.
So, all right. So anyway, let's jump into our next segment. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Any kind of recommendations we got? Anything we ate? Anything we watched? Anything we consumed or put in our bodies? I'm gonna start off because a couple weeks ago, I told we mentioned on here, if you guys want us to start watching movies or anything and review them, let's do that. This one comes from your lovely wife, Megan, who, when you guys were over, told me about a movie called The Dog Pound or Dog Pound or whatever.
Oh, okay. Which, by the way, you kept talking about a movie called Monkey or something.
Yeah, The
like
Monkey.
That.
Okay. Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Did you watch it?
No, absolutely
okay.
not.
All right. Oh, yeah. Me and Ben, well, because it doesn't matter. So anyway, she brought up this movie called Dog Pound, and I can't remember, because this was a couple weeks ago, whether or not she was being facetious. So I think I asked too, and it was just like, wait, is this like a bad movie and you want me to watch it? But I forgot what it was. Either way, I'm like, all right, I'm going to check it out. So I think I messaged her on Instagram. It was just like, is this the right one? Is this what I'm watching? So this movie is, it's like a juvenile detention movie. So it's like high school kids. It was made in 2010. It's a Canadian movie. Megan, if you're listening, this is going to blow your mind. This movie is based on a 1979 made-for-TV movie called Scum. But anyway, literally, like, same characters and everything like that. But this movie was awesome. So I was actually, like, when I was watching it, it was still kind of like, what eye should I be looking at? Should I be trying to find imperfections, or should I just... Because, like I said, I couldn't remember if she said it was stupid. Like, this is terrible.
Well, that's
gotta
good. So you just had to take it in for what it was.
So I watched it, and it was like, I messaged her after, and I think she was like, did you like it? And it was like, well, I'm going to talk about it on the podcast, but I don't know if it... And then she was like, it was awesome. So I was like, all right, cool, good. But anyway... Yeah, so it's essentially three guys. They get put in like juvenile hall, and then it's like you just kind of seeing them have to deal with like the bullies and shit like that. And here are a couple spoilers here, but again, I don't think anyone's gonna watch this movie. Shug, I don't know why. I have a feeling you'd like this. I don't know. We like a lot of the same movies. Elf, you might like it too, but I've never seen a movie where someone used a coffee mug to cave in someone's face, basically.
Okay, all right.
Casing that around their fist and just smashing someone's face in.
Now, was it a Sasha and Goff coffee mug that you can get
I don't
at
think
Sasha
it
and Goff
was.
merch.com?
No, but the funny thing was that the coffee mug didn't break. So it was just like, what the hell is this thing? Another really funny part, I just have to point out, again, this is pretty much just for Megan, but there's a part in the movie where the kids are painting, and it's like, there's like 5 kids all painting one post. There is not a sign of any paint buckets, cans, anything like that. They all just have one brush. and they're working on like the same. It's just one of those things where the director was probably like, I don't know, have him painting or something because it's so funny because you can tell the brushes aren't even spreading paint on the wall. So it's like it's just.
Are they supposed to be cleaning it?
Well, they're like in prison, so they're just like supposed to be like, hey guys, go paint that wall,
wow.
you know.
Okay.
But it's just a really funny part because you're like watching it. It's like there is no fucking paint being applied here. But yeah, this I think I paid for it actually on Amazon. I think it was on IMDb. It says that it's on Peacock. I couldn't find it there. I think you can watch it free on Tubi. But yeah, Dog Pound, pretty cool movie. I mean, like there's some more adult sexual violence type things too, which are a little
I was hoping you said titties or something.
But. And then quickly, I have one more. This is following up on. Oh, that's a thumbs up, by the way, for Dog Pound. Following up on something you talked about a couple weeks ago, Gold Weight.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just a 4-song EP. I love it.
Yeah.
I really. There's a distinct Chicago punk sound that I love.
There is.
It's like. What I got here,
and it's different from a Midwest sound.
Yeah,
there's a difference between that. Yeah.
It's almost like I call it like beard rock. I feel where the yelling is more like the Broke Downs or 4 Years Strong, where it's not screaming. It's like I said, it's more yelling.
Yeah, yelling.
Like that kind of. So the Swellers meets 4 Years Strong is like what I'm getting.
Okay.
And then it's funny too because
I think that's a fair assessment.
And even like Private Joker, some of Dave's vocals at times sound like that, but to me it's just when I hear it it's like Chicago.
Yeah.
Like Chicago punk, and I love it. And Much the Same and was it Bad Planning? I don't know if he's the only singer though, because there's times when it sounds like Gunner.
Okay.
But I think he's the predominant. Either way,
they're both good singers, so it's take advantage
and maybe
of
it's just because they sound similar as well, two Midwest guys. And I don't know if either of them have beards, but they sound like they have beards.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gold Weight,
cool.
Like you said, thumbs up.
Nice. Yeah, I have a couple things. One is, in general, you could call it streaming concerts, I guess, is a thing that I've been doing lately. So this weekend is Lollapalooza in Chicago, and so it's on Hulu. And so me and Megan have been watching. Last night was one of our favorites. Rufus Du Sol played. They headlined Saturday night or whatever.
Wow.
Friday night we watched Korn. They played for like it felt like 10 hours.
Wow.
I don't like Korn, but it was probably an hour or whatever it was.
Okay.
They I still don't like them. They're Korn. I'm not a fan, but they sounded good.
I did one thing. I did notice that they started off with Blind, and it's just like I'm always going to compare that to Woodstock '99. So it's like you saw the lame ass Chicago crowd, and it was like that. Whereas, if you watch the Woodstock documentary, where it was a wave, like literally, like one of the coolest things ever.
I mean, like, predicted is a dumb word to say, I guess, because that was probably the favorite song that they would open. Yeah. And me and Megan were trying to pick, and I was like, that one that's like,
yeah.
I don't know the name of them.
I think they start like every show with that.
It's a good song to start with.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So they were fine. Like, I'm sure if you're a Korn fan, hey, it was great. But to me, it was just like, I don't need to see this. We were actually comparing them to Deftones played last year. So it was like which like new metal era.
I could take Korn way more than Deftones.
Me too, generally. Yeah. But I thought out of these two performances, I liked Deftones more last year. I don't like that guy's voice at all. Yeah.
Well, again, he's more like a sexy rock singer, you know, like sexual noises and stuff. It's like,
what kind of
easy,
sex is that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. See, I hear Korn as the sexy ones.
Oh,
boom, get those things going. Never listen to Korn again. Korn. Rufus Du Sol was awesome.
Okay.
There was also a cool band, a DJ called Bunt. I mean, first of all, great name.
Like the cake?
Yeah, except no D.
Okay.
Like
the
baseball. Yeah. He was really good. I liked him. And I've been listening to some of his stuff today, but it's DJ music. That's what Lollapalooza is. It's like DJ. It's mostly DJ music.
It's like EDM.
It's really weird. And then they're like, Korn played here 25 years ago. Bring them in.
Wait, I saw a video yesterday. Like, did Paris Hilton play?
Not that I am aware.
Okay, because I just saw. I was thinking of that now. I saw a reel and it was like DJ Paris Hilton. I was like, oh wait, maybe that was Lollapalooza. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. And then the surprise of the evening was last night I was watching Dochi. Have you heard of Dochi?
I want to say yes, but
I've heard the name. I couldn't tell you anything about Dochi. Well, it turns out it's like a female gangsta rapper.
Oh.
And in my opinion, put the best show on.
Okay.
Maybe of the weekend. The set was cool. It was a lot of dancing, so you just got clearly gay black men who were dancing.
Clearly.
And then like black women twerking, which is always a positive for me. Megan's gonna be like,
when
of
Megan
course
leaves the room.
Of course this was your favorite. But Dochi herself was awesome.
Okay.
Just like my style of rap, which is like late 90s style music and like super fast, filthy, dirty, filthy, which I'm not really into because it's like almost, it's too much. It's like some comedians where you're like, oh jeez, what are you describing over here? Boom, but I mean, like as far as putting on a show, that was fantastic.
Nice.
And then also, this was last week, but since we weren't here, Warped Tour was streaming.
Oh, yeah.
So now we know Warped Tour, it's not the same as it used to be. It's like in a couple of cities. So they were in Long Beach. The Vandals played, which was awesome.
I did watch that.
Tremendous. Pennywise played, which
I
was
didn't see
great.
Pennywise.
They covered No Effects and Bad Religion and Beastie Boys.
Nice.
And it was Jim's 60th birthday, which is crazy.
That's awesome.
The singer. And so they were great. And then Sublime was the headlining band, which is like obviously the members of Sublime who are alive. With the son of Brad Knoll. And have you heard any of their stuff? They have a new song that came out.
Not a new song. I've heard like him sing
together.
other stuff, and it sounds okay.
He sounds great. He sounds like his dad.
Yeah.
Maybe even a better voice, but you also like hear the voice.
Yeah.
So it's like cool to hear Sublime. I still can't process it. I still like can't figure out if I like this or don't like it. Because I mean, I do like it because it's like you're hearing Sublime songs. I'm a Sublime fan. I like them.
Yeah.
But it was kind of weird. It was like, I don't know if it's like something's missing or if it's just different or whatever it is. So I can't figure out. I do like it. I'm giving it a thumbs way up.
Nice, good.
But also like there was kind of like a disconnect. Like he calls them. Oh, and they brought out Fletcher from Pennywise to play a song. And so he calls all the older guys his uncles, which I get because that's like who he was around, and they're all uncles. Not really, probably, but still, like you know, show of respect. But then he was really focusing on like all of his friends who he was bringing out, guys playing guitar and stuff, and like they're his age.
Okay,
it has nothing to do with Sublime really, and he really was. I don't know. He's very kind and all that kind of stuff. So I like it. It's just there's something that's disconnecting with me a little bit. But I would absolutely go see them again if it was, you know, possibility.
Now, were you a Long Beach Dub All-Stars fan?
I went to see them in Long Beach.
See, I thought he sounded pretty similar, too. I thought he was...
It was. All of it is like, but this isn't Sublime.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Sublime with
Rome. I was just gonna.
This isn't Sublime.
I listened to that one album, and it's like, I see what they're trying to do, but it's.
And I think that's where I am with this. I'm like, this is as close as you can get to Sublime. But it's still not. Yeah. What Sublime?
I mean, it probably could have been a different story if they would have just kept going, you know, when he passed, instead of waiting so long to start all these projects and everything. And I know a lot of it was legal stuff too, like they couldn't use that name.
All kinds of stuff, legal and like probably drugs involved.
The other two guys, it's like, hey, they're still trucking along somehow.
Yes, it was cool to see them too, like the older guys. So that was great. Thumbs up for all of the streaming. I gave Lollapalooza a thumbs down last time we were here because of their new thing that you can go hang out at Lollapalooza but not watch Lollapalooza or whatever. Get out of here. But streaming in general, it's kind of cool for the old people. Like Rufus went on last night at 11 p.m. And so we didn't go to sleep till like after 12, which Megan is asleep by 4 p.m. every day. Like in the afternoon, it's over.
Yeah.
So that was kind of interesting. And then the only other things that I watched this week, I watched the South Park episode, the premiere with Donald Trump.
I didn't watch it, but I basically know the whole episode.
It is hilarious. It is worth watching. And then you're like, well, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Is something going to happen here, like in real life? Or because Paramount's involved and just all kinds of drama.
One of the biggest, like, hey, you want to see how big my dick is?
Yeah,
like,
it really is.
I mean, like, and that's
really
the thing. You really
was.
wonder. It's like, did they do this like to be against Paramount? You know, because like I think I read a perfect thing, and it was basically just like, go ahead and cancel us. We'll sue you. That's like now South Park, because they just signed that huge deal. And it's like
$1.5 billion
it's like, so
deal.
now we can do whatever the hell we want.
Yeah, and they have full creative control. And it's funny that you said how big my whatever, because the episode is how little Trump's. Yeah.
And he's in the next episode too, I saw. So I think this is going to be like a storyline throughout.
Love it.
And like, I don't even like the whole like, oh, this is Democrats versus Republicans, because like these guys have said it's like, I think this is just them like, we hate this guy.
Yeah.
This isn't us taking a side. This is just us against him.
If they put Kamala Harris and Joe Biden in the next episode, you wouldn't see a fluffy image of Joe Biden.
That's
and
exactly what I said to
Yeah.
Joni too, and I'm like, next week it could be Octomom. Who knows? This could be something totally different, or yes, it could be Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and they're gonna go after him as hard as
I'm
they
sure
possibly
they will,
can,
but
and it will be hilarious.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. I don't know. So I loved it, and you know, I liked South Park when I was younger, but I'm not like a super fan of it or whatever. But I've seen the movies. I've watched a lot of the older episodes. I didn't keep up recently, whatever. But hearing all the hubbub, you're like, I gotta watch this.
I think it's kind of like you said about Family Guy a while back, where you still put it on. You're like, man, they can still, like, I don't watch this anymore, but they still got it. Even if it's like not a great joke, you're still like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like what they did.
Great writers.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. And then the other big one of the week. Can you guess what the other biggest thing that you can watch was last week? Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so Happy
I was
Gilmore
going to actually
2.
talk. Okay, yeah.
You watched it?
No, yeah, I did watch it. Yep.
Next week?
I was going to, but yeah. No, I was going to, just because I wanted to talk about the dog pound. But let's talk about Gilmore.
Okay. Happy Gilmore 2. Watched it the opening day, Friday night, I think it came out or whatever.
Yeah.
And what'd you think?
I liked it.
I did too.
I didn't think it was great.
Yeah.
And I was rolling my eyes a lot, mostly at just like, I don't need a flashback of every single character just for you to be like, that's who this is, in case you forgot. Because I feel like most of the people who are watching this movie have seen the original at least 10 times. I don't know. I have.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay.
But I'll say this. I had the same exact eye roll and the same exact thought at the beginning.
Okay.
And as they went through the movie, I was like, glad that they did it, because they didn't overdo the scenes when they would show them. Like, it wasn't a 10-minute scene flashback. It was like
just
10 seconds of like, remember this guy, remember this part of the movie, and I need that.
Okay, all right. So
and I've seen Happy Gilmore a lot of times, but I totally forgot about the jackass guy.
But then it's like,
you know what I mean?
We can't get him, so we got to get his son. You know?
Yeah.
So that's where. And how about like the one?
Oh, hold on though. We gotta be careful with this in case people haven't
spoilers?
seen it.
All right, we won't spoil anything then.
No spoilers, but boy, what a way to start the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
which seemed unnecessary to me because but anyway,
didn't see it coming.
One thing that I was like through the whole movie, I kept saying, "Who is that? Who is that?" MJF as one of his sons.
Yeah.
That was and I thought the sons.
And he
were
was great. He was very
they
good.
All were. Yeah, he was like when I saw who it was at the end, it's like, oh, I'm like that guy, you know. But it was like, nah, he was good.
MJF, bad guy wrestler in AEW. And he was great.
What's it, John Daly in the movie, just as himself, just as kind of like a drunk, and
you know, we're ruining some of the people in it, but there was still, like 70 people in it. You will enjoy this.
There
movie.
were a lot of them too, where, like his caddy. Like, you know, I didn't know who that was, but I know the name. So when I looked it up, it's like, oh, that's who that is. If we don't want to ruin it, but
former WWE wrestler and Latin music sensation.
I didn't know he used to be a wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, only like they brought him in for WrestleMania or whatever.
Gotcha.
But he was also good. He was good as a wrestler too. Yeah. But anyway, so like so many people. The movie itself is like, okay, if you want to poke holes, if you want to sit there and poke, it's a dumb movie. Yeah. It's to be funny. The flask stuff is like a great running joke.
It is, but like even I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah. At some point, okay.
Yeah.
But like, it had its ups and downs. But overall, I wasn't upset. Like, I was happy to see it. It was cool to see that movie. It was cool to see how they brought characters back and reminded you of some of the people. I totally forgot about, like I said, the jackass guy.
The guy who got the nail stuck in his head.
Yeah.
Was that Boban?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I was going to text you that, but it's
Yep.
like, no, I'm going to let him watch. Because like MJF, I was going to tell you about too. But...
So good. So I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it too.
Well, they with the cameos, and just one I'm going to spoil, but like even when you saw like Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino, it's like they've got to really like get to. So now it's podcasters who are celebrities.
All right, no more names. We gave like 7 of them.
Yeah. But that's I think if you watch the trailer, you'll see a lot of these people. But from watching the trailer to watching the movie, I was very surprised because like I thought the trailer looked terrible. Like I wasn't excited to watch this movie, but I was definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And when I watched it, I was just like, you know what, this movie's not great, but I'm happy I watched it because I enjoyed it. So I give it like a 7. Probably.
I probably won't watch it again, at least not for a very long time, if I do. But yeah, it was okay.
Cool.
It entertained, so thumbs up.
Good stuff. All right. Well, we've gotten there. It's our final segment. We're going to talk about our top. You got a bottom as well?
I do.
Okay. Top and bottom bald people. So I'm going to start this one off.
Okay.
And I actually feel like I already mentioned all 3 of them earlier when we were talking about it.
Okay.
My number 3 is Jason Statham. Actually,
favorite or least?
Favorite.
Okay.
Jason Statham, actually I didn't mention him by name, but he was the one that I'm not sure if he's bald or if he's like a 1. So, but either way, he's one of my favorite action stars, and I feel like he had a big run for a while, but now he's just kind of like an underrated, like, by any chance, have you seen The Beekeeper? That was like one of his newer ones.
Absolutely.
Awesome movie. If you come across it on Amazon, I mean, it's just like, and it's a great movie because the enemy is like credit card, like people who call you and steal. So you're actually watching it, you're like, fuck yeah. Like you actually want these people to die. It's like credit card scammers.
That's
but anyway, Jason Statham's my number 3.
Okay. My number 3, I could have gone with a lot of people at my number 3, but this is the one that just kind of stuck out when I was like, oh yeah, this is, I don't know, I like him, and I think I'm going to miss him when he leaves TV, whenever it may be. Okay. Charles Barkley. To me, Charles Barkley is one of the most entertaining people, and he's just being himself on TV. He's hilarious. I got nothing bad to say about Charles Barkley. I guess I could, but I'd be making it up. I just love Charles Barkley, and so there's plenty of other people. If you say them, I'd be like, yeah, they could have been in my top.
There's a lot of bald people.
But I'm going with Charles Barkley at number 3.
All right, my number 2, Samuel L. Jackson. And this is crazy when you think about it. So I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they said his first breakout movie was Pulp Fiction, okay, which came out like 95-ish.
Is that true?
Yeah. And that's what's crazy about it. You're like, why does it seem like he's been around so much longer? And it's like, well, that was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That's us getting old. That's like, when I heard that, it was like, are you got to be kidding me? That's like when he's been in stuff before, but like that was his first, like, everyone's like, yeah, we know this guy now.
You're right. It's partially us getting old, but it is partially like Pulp Fiction, your first movie? That's like a legendary...
No, not his first movie, but his breakout role. Because even like, you remember the movie Juice with like Tupac, and he's in that for like 2 minutes. You know, he's got so many small roles.
Okay.
And then like but Pulp Fiction was the one that now everyone's like, all right, this dude's a star.
All right.
Yeah. So, and then him just obviously being part of the MCU, and
I kind of had that with the girl, the Modern Family mom who's in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Her first big movie, possibly first movie ever, was Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like, you've literally watched her entire career.
Yeah. And no one remembered her until like someone else was like, dude, did you watch that new show Modern Family? The mom is from... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Interesting. My number 2, Cookie from Bozo the Clown.
Nice.
I love Bozo. Bozo's great. I was wearing my Bozo the Clown shirt yesterday, and literally 3 people said nice shirt.
Hell yeah.
And so, I love me some Bozo. Bozo also can be considered bald.
Yeah.
Because, the hair's around the side. And Cookie's the same.
Yeah.
It's the Hulk Hogan hair, except it's, around the sides.
What is that called? What's that haircut? It's like Saturn almost.
Yeah, I don't know.
3/4 of Saturn.
Gallagher. The Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher.
But yeah, Cookie was my favorite because he always seemed kind of depressed too, and he's like kind of the underdog bozo, clown or whatever. So I always loved.
He's the sidekick. He's like the Andy Richter.
Yeah,
you're just like, I bet this guy would be great on his own.
And he's, I believe, he's buried in Arlington Heights, Illinois, which is interesting. All of them were from around here. Wizzo was from Geneva, Illinois, not to be confused with Galena, Illinois. But yeah, so I don't know. I was just thinking about Cookie, and I was like, you know what? You're going on the list, Cookie. Number 2.
Cool. All right, my number 1, Woody Harrelson. I think I've mentioned that before. He's one of my favorite actors, and as far as bald actors, I think he's the only one on my top 5. So he makes the list. Woody Harrelson, I think he's another one that, he used to have hair.
Wait, wasn't Samuel L. Jackson a bald actor?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Didn't you say Woody I got nothing. I'm so confused.
No,
did you say Woody Harrelson is your top 5?
No, because I've talked on this podcast about how much I love Woody Harrelson, and if I'm like, hey, I got my top 5 actors, he's the only one that's bald.
Oh, of your top 5 actors.
Samuel L. Jackson, he's one of my
gotcha.
favorite balds, but he's not. Anyway, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Just screwed up my flow. But yeah, Woody Harrelson, all the way back to White Men Can't Jump. Damn it. Did I even say it?
No, but you made me angry.
Just for screwing up. You screwed up my flow. Sasha threw confetti at me again, guys.
This week's episode is, the secret word was flow.
Flow. Okay.
By the way, it's so aggravating cleaning up this stuff. I'm not going to throw it at you anymore.
Yeah, I still had it on my neck when I got home last time.
That's great.
Joni thought I went to a strip club. But anyway, Woody Harrelson. Wonderful.
You love him, yeah. That's a great number 1. I like Woody Harrelson too.
Yeah.
Didn't make my list. Wouldn't be in my top 10.
Wouldn't be in my top 1,000.
But I do love Woody Harrelson.
Right.
Although my number 1, also from a sitcom, Bull from Night Court, the greatest bald man of all time. I mean, he's hilarious. He's abducted by aliens.
Is he really on the show?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a beautiful show.
He's in Scary Movie too. Watched that recently.
He's the best, and I'm a big Night Court guy, so Bull. That's my number 1 favorite.
All right.
Bald.
So my potent notables real quick. I just did 3. Well, actually, I wrote down Shaq when you wrote down Charles Barkley, just because he's fantastic. Homer Simpson, Bill Denbrough, who's a character from the movie It, or the story It, and then Professor X from the X-Men.
Homie the Clown would be a good one.
That'd be a good one, yeah.
Dave Attell, Larry David is another one. Bill Burr, Billy Corgan for me.
Yeah. See, that's the thing though. I'm like, has Bill Burr always been bald? I don't think he has.
No,
right?
he had hair.
Yeah. That's where because Woody Harrelson, he used to, and Sam Jackson. Obviously.
I think everybody who was bald had hair at some point.
I don't know. I feel like Kyle Gass never had hair for some reason.
Maybe.
Anyway, you got potent notables?
Those are my potent notables.
Okay.
But I do have a bottom 3.
I do as well.
You want me to start it?
Yeah, you start this one.
Jeff Bezos. I don't have to tell you why.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Like, I didn't put him on the list, but when I asked Joni, that was the first one she yelled out. She's like, he better be on your list. And I'm like, that's just kind of a universal one now.
It was weird because it was just like, that's who came to my mind when you go, bald people I don't like.
Yeah.
That popped in. I don't even not like him. I don't really know much about him, except he's filthy rich and probably whatever. I don't want to be friends with Jeff Bezos.
Gotcha. All right, my number 3. And actually, I have a lot of characters on the list. Not a lot, but my number 3 is actually Hank Schrader, the character from Breaking Bad, played by Dean Winters, who is the most obnoxious character in that show, and I hate him.
Yeah.
Actually, and then I was going through, and it's like, well, yeah, his wife Maria sucks too, and so does Skyler, and so does his kid, and basically Hank's whole family. Anytime they're on screen, it's like, fuck. But yeah,
his wife in that show was like really unlikable.
But I mean, like, it's one
too.
of those things where it's tough because it's like, yeah, you see what she's married to, but it's like, yeah, but we're rooting for that guy.
Yeah.
So like the part where she just like walks into the pool and it's just like, let her die. But anyway, Dean Winters as Hank Schrader, one of the most annoying and unlikable characters in my opinion in like any TV show. So
solid.
Yeah,
solid. Unlikable TV show. Number 2 for me, Jason Alexander.
Oh, good one.
Look,
he was both of our number 4, right, in the Seinfeld rankings.
I believe so. Yeah. I'm not saying that he won't potentially be someone I like.
Redeemed.
Yeah. When I watch Seinfeld and I go through and I watch the whole thing front to back, maybe he becomes my favorite character. But every episode I watch now, he is just... I would not want to be his friend. I don't know why any of these people are his friend.
He's a piece of shit.
He's annoying. He's loud.
He's very petty, too.
All the bad words.
Yeah.
Give it all the bad words. So my number 2, Jason Alexander.
All right, my number 2, this is going to be a little divisive. And actually, I don't even know if he's bald, but I put Tony Soprano.
Oh.
In a show that I really enjoyed, I still hated his character and just like could not stand. Like I never liked Tony Soprano. I guess maybe when he was like beating the shit out of someone I didn't like, but that's about it.
When he was hitting women, that was cool.
No, I think like I liked his wife way more than him as a character. The kids though, hell no, they're still worse. But yeah, Tony Soprano, like I said, for a show that I really enjoyed, I think he sucks as a character. He's very compelling, but I'm just saying more so I watch it and I'm like, God, I hate him.
Okay.
So.
I completely disagree, but it's one of those things where you're like, how is it this person who's so bad still I'm cheering for him and likable?
Yeah.
But
I mean, like, I understand, like, anti-heroes, you know, like Sons of Anarchy. It's like, you're not really rooting for anyone on that show, but you still love it.
My number 1, Michael Stipe of REM. I've never liked REM. I guess I do have a couple songs here and there that I'm like, okay, this is all right.
Okay.
But just he's an artist. He's an asshole. He's just the way that he contorts himself. Is that the right word, or is that a contortion?
Composes himself.
Yeah, just the way that
contorts would be like how he turns himself
that
into
too.
a pretzel.
How he dances and stuff. That's contorting.
Okay.
I don't know. I've just never been a fan of Michael
Stipe.
Stipe. Anytime I see him in an interview, I'm like, nah. Yeah. And he was friends with Courtney Love, and I'm like, of course you were. Yeah. You guys should stick together. Is she bald? Should put her on the list.
She might be.
Yeah. So.
Actually, did you see this week one of the WNBA games had to like stop because one of the girls' wigs fell off?
Oh, I did.
And I was
kind
of like, oh, it's like,
also,
that's rough.
2 of them had to stop because someone threw a female sexual.
Oh.
A dildo is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay, I was thinking of something else, but
one game somebody threw a dildo on, and then someone had to come like sweep it out.
Wait, like a fan did?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you can call him a fan, like if you're throwing a dildo, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, another one.
Nice.
And then they arrested him, I believe.
Oh, the same guy.
I don't know if it was the same guy or not, and it wasn't at the game. I think it was like later they found out who it was and like arrested them.
Yeah, remember the dildo guy? That's me. That's me.
Which, like, if you could get arrested for that, that's a shame.
Yeah.
And I hope more people then are like, there's a backlash and like everybody brings dildos.
Them,
just kind of like glizzies, except she glizzies or whatever. All right, so that was it.
Well, I got my number 1 real quick.
Oh yeah.
Joe Rogan, just not a fan. Never have been. I don't know. I don't really care for his podcast, and I don't know. I know he's kind of divisive as well.
He's gone downhill for me. Yeah. I liked his comedy before. He wasn't one of my favorite comedians, but I enjoyed his comedy. I've seen him live at the Improv in Schaumburg.
Okay.
He was always good, but his political stuff aside, I disagree with a lot of stuff that he says, and I disagree with like how he says a lot of stuff, because he does try to make it seem like he's in the middle, but then he'll just go after one person.
Well,
Nancy Pelosi is the only one making money off of the guy. Like,
I don't know. Not to get into the politics of it, but sometimes I feel like people who live and die by Joe Rogan, and it's just kind of annoying, and it's just like.
And then going past that, like his latest special, I thought sucked.
Oh yeah, you talked about that.
And I give it a fair shake. Like, I want to see comedy that's good, and it was not. It's just like, it was disappointing to say the least. I don't like hate him, but don't care as much.
And then I just had one notable. Fred Durst. He's annoying.
He's bald?
I think he's bald by now.
He always has like weird hair.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he's bald. Let's say he's bald because I just wanted to say I don't like Fred Durst.
Okay, fair enough. Producer Tony, our dear friend Producer Tony, sent me a...
Oh God, I thought you were saying he's like on your list, and I was going to say, is he bald now?
He sent me a clip of Battlefield 6, which is I'm a big fan of the Battlefield games for PlayStation. And the new one's coming out, and Limp Bizkit is in the trailer, and I'm like, I'm not getting this. Yeah. Screw this. So notables, I got Vin Diesel. I don't know that I think anything of Vin Diesel. I've never watched his movies, but just anytime I see him, it's weird.
Family.
The Blue Man Group.
Oh, really?
They're kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't have any hate for him, but I just thought it was funny. Dana White, put him in the same.
Yeah, you know what? Dana White, actually, I think I would put him probably as my Joe Rogan instead. Maybe that's what I was channeling.
It's kind of like their universe of guys. If you're bald and you really care about the UFC, I probably put you in there too.
Yep.
Moby is another one. If we're going to go, one side of the spectrum, let's go to the other side. The vegan, whatever, Moby. Michael Jordan for me. Never been a fan. Okay. Although he doesn't make my top list. He probably would have if I was a kid. I did not like Michael Jordan. But as he's gotten older, I found out he's like made hospitals for like poor people so they can go and stay. And I'm like, all right, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he seems like one of those guys that wants to be known for being an asshole, but secretly is like Robin Hood. It's like
I don't see it. I think he's an asshole, but
probably
purely based on being a Knicks fan. That's what I believe. So. And then number one, who's also like one of my least favorite professional wrestlers of all time, but I did get to meet them.
Is it Kurt Angle?
No. Goldberg.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I should have known that.
Yeah, so like I, as a wrestler in the ring, whatever, hate Goldberg. Hate the entire presentation of Goldberg. But I met him, and he was incredibly kind, and I met him when I was meeting Ric Flair, who was in my Mount Rushmore until he fell out, and then I was like, you know what, for wrestling he's back in because he's my favorite wrestler of all time. Forget about the rest of the stuff. But Ric Flair didn't even look up when I met him. He's just signing things, same as Hulk Hogan. I think I met Hulk Hogan at Tower Records in Bloomingdale. I don't think he even would allow people to take pictures with him. I think it was just walk by him. But Goldberg walked around the table, hug. I mean, how you doing?
Was that one where you cut out of school or something to go meet him?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
At Navy Pier.
Nice.
And he was very nice, and so that part of me is always like, well, I can't hate Goldberg. The person was very nice, So that's it. Now,
awesome.
We shall pull from the bucket.
Let's do it. Actually, I said Kurt Angle because that's another one when I asked Joni. It was Jeff Bezos and Kurt Angle.
Hers?
And I'm like, really? Kurt Angle?
Wow.
It's true. All right. Next week.
She doesn't like Percocet.
Let's see.
Whoa.
What do we got? Is that a good one?
Oh, God.
Just because we were just talking about it, we're going to do it. We're doing top 3 pro wrestlers.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry, man. I know you've done this list many times on podcasts, but not this one. So.
But you know what? Like, it probably has changed.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, like, trying to separate the artist and that kind of stuff.
Just so you know, I'm not lying.
So we'll do top 3
pro wrestlers.
Favorite and least favorite pro wrestlers.
Oh yeah,
because I mean,
we've probably both mentioned our top and bottom 3s, but let's do it.
All right, top 3 and bottom 3 pro wrestlers. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.